All right, shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, love, and infinite salutation as always to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. To you, Akim, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, as well as you few sincere Akwathium that are listening and learning in silence. To you all, I say shalom. Okay? It's your fellow servant Malachiah, back with another quick lesson and hopes to bring forth edification through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, and this is going to be a spiritual rant, okay? With this situation coming out about the BOW, which stands for Believers of the Way, the Israelites that are based out of California. If you know, you know. If you don't, right there, a camp that branched off from True Nation up there in California, and I believe what's his name, Rant is the camp leader. Okay, but this whole situation arose from, you know, them burning an American flag, which is what I'm going to do a video on when I get to the house, and then, you know, release the lessons in that order, right? But anyway, you know, they burnt the American flag, and, you know, brothers got on them, you know, about doing such a foolish act, you know, especially with Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's itching for us to misstep and make a mistake, you know, so bad to the point where, you know, they can tie us in with something that could be opposed as a threat to America, being terrorism. All right, for number one, it's already bad enough that you got certain camps that carry sticks while they prophesying, man. You know, you got niggas on the street corners with Bibles in one hand and a Glock with a 30-round magazine on the hip, or ARs in hand. You know, I've seen it. I tell you one damn thing, man. This is one of the main reasons why I touch on, you know, conduct. Your mannerisms, the way that you're carrying yourself. And these are the things that can get the ministry blamed if you're not examining the way that you're carrying yourself, the way that you're, you know, walking in this truth. But anyway, back to the point, you know, so the rebuke went out on these guys about burning the American flag, and, you know, basically just to correct these guys so they can fix their mistake, man. You know, no slander, no name calling, you know, none of that. Just strictly scriptures, as always, man. But you know, when these guys get upset, when they get rebuked, you know, they go over the top. Then they get effeminate. Then they want to do the name calling thing. Then they want to slander, all right? So I'm going to center this video and focus it around being able to take rebuke, man. Because that's one main thing that you have to master in this truth. Because in order to grow, you have to be able to take rebuke, man. In order to do something correctly, you have to be told when you're doing it incorrectly, man. In order to get better at something, you have to be critiqued. You have to be criticized. Okay, and it's the same thing in the spirit, in this truth, man. All right, we've all been rebuked before. If you've been in this truth for a while, okay, we've all been rebuked before. And it's not a good feeling at first, you know, being put on spot, being embarrassed, you know, but in the long run, you understand that the rebuke is beneficial for your spiritual growth, man. All right? If I'm a NASCAR driver, okay, and I'm maneuvering, and I'm turning too fast, I'm not shifting the gears, in the ways that I should shift. All right, and I get to the pit, you know, and the guy that's changing the tires, he can look at the tires and see, hey, you're doing too much on the corners. Hey, you need to slow down. You need to change gears. You know, and I say, shut the hell up, nigga. You just a tire changer. You know, you ain't no driver. You just a tire changer. You just a pit boy. You know, if I buck up and tell this guy that he's of no help to me, he can't benefit me in any type of way, okay, I won't be able to become a better driver, man. Because I'm looking at him in the position that he's in, thinking that he can't tell me anything just because he's a pit worker or whatever you call it. Okay? And that's me not being able to reach my my maximum potential, because I don't want to take rebuke from somebody. You know, I don't want to be corrected. I want to feel like I got it, and that's that pride. That's one of the main things that's going to take you Israelites down, is that pride. Your failure to accept when you have done wrong. Your failure to accept when you misunderstood something, man. Okay? These guys are so prideful that, you know, they'll double down on what they said against the elders and apostles, bucking up and talking shit, calling, you know, the men of the Lord BANs. If you don't know what a BAN is, it's a bitch ass nigga, man. All right, excuse my language, but, you know, to be blunt and to put it all on the table and be transparent, that's the type of damn behavior of a disgruntled black nigga woman, man. When you tell her about herself and there's nothing that she has to say back, she resorts to name calling. She starts to reach down and try to hit you where it really hurt. Oh, when I met you, nigga, you was sleeping on your mama couch. You know, I'm just, not me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there. You know, even say some low down, dirty, grimy shit to try to get up under your skin when she know that she's losing the argument. All right? Because a so-called black woman, she doesn't combat what you have to say with logic. You see what I'm saying? She does it with emotion. She does it with her opinions. You know, when I met you, you wasn't shit. You know, you was doing this, you ain't about shit, you would never be shit. You like your dad, you know what I'm saying? The so-called black woman try to hit you where it hurts, man. You know, that just goes to show you that, you know, she's losing the argument and she doesn't have anything else to say. So that's what these guys remind me of, man, of a disgruntled woman, you know, who can't keep up in the scriptures, and they showing that, man. You know, by trying to pull that card about the grape situation, man. You know, you guys are continuously showing that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not dealing with you. All right, and it's clearly being made known, you know, that the Holy Spirit is being taken away from people, man, and being held away from certain people. Because certain of these guys act like they never had the Holy Spirit to begin with. Okay, they just been out here on the limb on their own. All right, but to kick it back to the main point, man, it's very, very, very imperative, especially you men, okay, that are out there in the highways and hedges. We're supposed to be examining ourselves on a daily basis anyway, man. We're supposed to be judging ourselves so that we ourselves can be judged of no man. You see what I'm saying? So if we're in a position to where we're feeling like we can't be rebuked, we can't be corrected, okay, you have hit rock bottom spiritually, man, because that's that pride that's going to come before a great fall. All right? That pride that comes before destruction. Like I said earlier, if we're not being made known on how to improve on the things that we can improve on, how can we ever improve? If we're not out there in the highways and hedges telling the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that they have been going off, that they have been celebrating these traditions and these different holidays, and that's off according to the Lord, that's rebuke. If we don't go out there and rebuke them, how in the hell are they going to know that they've been going off? It's the same thing with us, man. You know? So we got to appreciate rebuke. We can't get disgruntled, but then again, the Lord is going to point it out, and he's going to expose it, if you were never part of the fold to begin with. And that's exactly how it happens with a lot of these guys, man. They get rebuked, all right? Then they get disgruntled. They start fucking mumbling like bitches, and then they go make lessons and shit against the body. Then they start denouncing and saying that the elders and the apostles ain't shit. They ain't the men of the Lord. And it's just a whole repeated process of these disgruntled niggas that get rebuked, man. All right, so like, I'm still under the weather. All right, that's a prime example. All right, many prime examples. Yahweh Shai gives us examples all the time, man. When these guys fall away, they fall out the truth, you got to look at that as an example. The Lord is making examples out of these people, man. These are examples of what not to do. The paths that they walked on, don't follow those paths, man. You got to learn how to accept and embrace rebuke, man. I got my ass rebuked so bad before, you know, but it was on my spirit to respond, you know, according to the Spirit of the Lord, man. All right. And when I look back, you know, I'm thankful for that rebuke, because if I didn't get rebuked, I could have went off and just been going off and off and off and got destroyed, man. You know, Leviticus 19, I believe it's the 15th chapter. It says, suffer not sin upon thy neighbor. All right, cause thy neighbor not to sin, roughly paraphrasing. You know, and you could cause your neighbor to sin by not rebuking them. That's why it says in 1 Timothy, I believe that's 5:20, to rebuke them sharply before everybody, man. So that's why these videos get made and they get published on the YouTube, so that others can see it and fear also. All right, and it could be a learning lesson for the flock. It can be a learning lesson for those that got rebuked, and it could be a learning lesson for those who witnessed these people get rebuked. All right, but instead of taking it for something that could be for your greater good and for the benefit of your spiritual growth, all right, Jake taking it and getting offended, getting your panties in the damn bunch, getting your nuts crushed. You see what I'm saying? And want to make response videos 3 hours long, you know, just straight up slandering and talking crap, man. Straight up showing you that they're not moving in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. If I'm going off according to the scriptures and you show me in the scriptures that I'm going off, you know, I'm a wicked ass nigga if I buck up against you because you showed me in the scriptures where I'm going off. As long as everything is scriptural, you keep it scriptural, how can I buck up against that, man? All right? But these guys don't have the Holy Spirit, so that's why they moving the way that they moving. But let this be an example to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that's coming into the truth, and for you brothers and sisters, all right, that have been in this truth, man. Okay? Nobody is above rebuke. Nobody, man. Okay? If the men that I learned from are going off, they can get rebuked too. If one of the elders are going off, they're going to get rebuked. Nobody's above rebuke, man. All right? But when you're not moving in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, it's going to be exposed. Okay? And these guys are moving real fidgety in the spirit. A lot is being made manifest in these last days, man. Pay attention. The Lord is going to continue to show who he's not dealing with. He's going to continue to show who he's spewing out of his mouth. All right? So you brothers and sisters, man, you know, don't hate rebuke. You know, learn to cope with it. Not even cope with it. All right? Because coping means that you're just putting up with it. All right? You got to embrace it instead, because it's for your benefit. It's for your spiritual growth at the end of the day, man. And without rebuke, we wouldn't know that we're going off. We wouldn't know how to correct and fix the things, all right, that we don't even know that are broken. All right? So that's that, man. Spiritual rant. Jake got it, man. But hey, this is the work of the Lord. It ain't shit Jake can do about it. All right? They moving like this because the Holy Spirit is not dealing with them. Okay? But for you brothers and sisters that are diligent, all right, you got to watch out for that spirit. when you feel that spirit coming on you, where you don't want to take correction, you don't want to be rebuked, you got to rebuke your damn self, man. All right, because now you separating yourself from, you know, instruction. You're separating yourself from the counsel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because that's all it is. When the rebuke videos come out, they go out towards an individual or towards a camp. That's the counsel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua coming forth, man. That's his reproof. Because the Spirit of the Lord are on these men to correct anything that they see that are contrary to what we have learned from the beginning, man. Burning the American flag. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the video, man, and like I said, I'm gonna put my 2 cents in it and I'm gonna move on, man. You know? But the flock has to be informed of things like this, because you might have some new Israelites that came in that's, you know, they think that's cool or they think that's okay. Nah, man, that shit is not okay. Especially when you got the so-called white men want to tie us into something terrible, man. As bad as he do. If he gonna demonize us, let him do it for the sake that we just out there reading the Bible, man. Not because we out here burning American flags or toting damn yop sticks at camp. We got glizzies with 30-round drums, all right, on our hip while we at camp. It's just making it easy for Esau to come down and demonize us, man. That's like I said earlier, man. Just like I said, I'm real big on conduct. Your mannerisms and the truth, man. Holy conversation. Because some of these Israelite camps, these Israelite leaders are showing that they ain't got it. They showing they don't have mannerisms. And ultimately, they showing that they don't have the spirit to lead. I take that back, you know, because a lot of these men are set up to lead. They're set up to lead the 2/3 into the lake of fire. And that is the very purpose that they're fulfilling, okay? So everything is of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know, at the end of the day, right? But for you, like I said, for you brothers and sisters, this shit ain't cool, man. Burning the damn American flag, and then when you get rebuked for it, you just lose your shit, man. Can't take rebuke, and that goes to show you they don't have respect for the elders. They don't have any respect for the men that been doing this thing since before they was fucking born, man. You got the nerve to come out your mouth sideways at the elders and apostles, all right? Just like the little badass kids in today's time, man. They don't have any respect for authority. That's the same way that these Israelites that have came up some other kind of way, pursuant to John the 10th chapter, that's the way they act, man. They have no guidance. They have no consent for authority. All right? But for that very cause, the Lord is going to sift them out. So the sifting continues. And with that, I'm going to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakwadash. Shalom to the elect scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth. All right? Shalom.